Hello everyone, we're just going to take a short tour of the math and science section of Mrs. Durham's Montessori classroom. So why don't we start over here? Mrs. Durham, you were saying this is more of the life sciences, right?
So we have some life science going on over here. Yep, we have some life cycles of animals that they can study. They can journal in their journals all the stages of different animals that are going through metamorphosis and life cycles within themselves.
Perfect.
In the cycle of life. So that's what we're going to start with our life science in the fall here.
Okay.
And then of course we water plants. So that's
Okay.
another one of our tours that we do. We have plants throughout our room. So we do a lot of watering of plants.
Okay.
Then we move on to there's some geometry here. So we have
Okay.
some solid geometry figures.
Perfect.
And we have our fraction area. And then as we move down here, this is a large bead frame. And I know that abacuses are
Yes.
popular, but there's also different bead frames that we use that are better than calculators.
Okay. Wow.
So
yeah, in Japan they have clubs where they're
Yes.
working on speed calculations.
Yes, and they actually have beat out people that are
With the
using,
calculator.
that are using calculators.
Okay.
So that's what we use is more of our bead frames. And as we move down, these are some different materials that we use for addition, subtraction, multiplying, dividing. By the time they're in second or third grade, they are doing multiple long division. So
Wow.
not just one number divisors, but 2 or 3 number divisors.
In second grade?
In second or third grade.
Wow.
So, and they can move forward as long as they're understanding the concept of the concrete material.
Yes.
So the way the material moves with them is how they gain the understanding of what's happening in math.
Yep.
Not just the method on an abstract paper,
Yep.
but a concrete understanding of when you are dividing, you are splitting and dividing number into groups.
Okay.
So they understand that concept
Yep.
within math. And then place value, very important.
Yep.
Moving forward with place value and understanding place value.
Yeah.
And then working with our bead material. I ask usually when students walk in, I ask them if they understand how much this is, and they usually always say 100.
Wow.
And then I say, now think about it. And how many is it, Amos?
1,000.
It is 1,000.
She'll put me on the spot. You're gonna be like, if he doesn't know math, why is he doing no? No, I thank God I'm good. Okay. That was scary. But go ahead. I wouldn't do that to students, okay? I'll give you a heads up. But yeah, so it's 1,000. But why do you think they say it's 100? Because they're so used to two dimensions.
Because I think that within a high number for them, they know it's a high number. They can see that it's a high number. But a high number in their mind is 100.
Yep. Wow.
So then I show them 100.
Yeah.
Which is how our place values work.
Okay.
Would be 100.
Yep. That's 100.
And here's our 10.
That's a 10. Okay.
And here's our 1.
And this is 1. So you
So
have
as
1.
we're doing place
10.
values,
Okay.
they will be building
Wow.
their numbers.
That is really cool.
So then they
And then
understand
the
concepts.
1,000. So now within 3 dimensions and volume
And
comes in.
volume. And,
Yep.
Yep, and now they work with these materials too within volume. And
Okay.
then they will be skip counting
Okay.
all their cubic, even up to cubic values.
Wow. It's amazing. One of the things that has actually been puzzling me is the Egyptians and the pyramids. I don't believe in aliens, but honestly, what was that? I mean, how do you build that? And so when we're talking about ancient history, and I love Montessori and integrated learning because we can pause and then let's talk about Egypt. Let's talk about the pyramid. Let's talk about,
Correct.
you know, it's just a great time to, you don't feel the pressure of, nope, you can't talk about anything outside of that. No, you can. It's all tied to that lesson of pyramids, right? So learn that approach. Never be afraid to explore beyond the realm of a book. Never let the book hold you back. Watch the child's eyes, and when it lights up, use that. Yep, it's like there's a wave. Take the wave, right? See, I was doing a lot of these, but nobody ever told me that's...
It's a method.
It's a method.
It's a methodology, yeah.
Yep. Wow, this is amazing. Place value, very important, everybody. Manipulatives. So, Mrs. Durham will finalize a day, once in a while, whether it's in October or whatever, where we just talk a little more and invite you to kind of see this in action. So, any other thoughts? And then before we're going to get a long tour another time. But what's that?
That is just fun.
That's just fun. So there's fun in this classroom.
This is a geometric piece that.
Oh.
It's just.
Is it teaching
just
tessellations
just understanding how we can build things with straight lines that have curves. So
Wow.
parabolic curves is also that we work in to go into.
This is crazy because we talk about the parabola in algebra and elliptical curves. And Fermat's last theorem, which we're going to talk about later, talks a little bit about those things. I don't even fully understand them. I haven't had time to dive in. That's like a full-time job. So anyways, if someone paid me to do it, I would read math papers all day. But that's not happening. One last thing I was going to mention that I thought was pretty cool. So we have place value, manipulatives, parents. Mrs. Durham and I were talking about this, and we'll land the plane. So you guys can watch the long interview I did with Mrs. Durham and Miss Durham on our YouTube channel. So this is just a short introduction, short tour. But one of the things we talked about is we should write a paper or a flyer. Have you been burned by curriculum? Are you hurt by your past? And this might be a healing process. Remember that? What are your thoughts on the kid is in 7th grade? He's supposed to have known ABCD, and now he's just burned out. What's your thoughts as we wrap up?
Unlearn the things that have destroyed you first. Take a break, back up, and start afresh.
Start afresh.
Start afresh.
Okay.
Start enjoying. Yeah. Find out what they enjoy and move forward from joy.
Move forward from joy. Okay?
Yep.
That's good advice. You said unlearn the things that caused you that, you know, what has happened.
Time. It
takes time. It takes time.
Everything that you've learned that's hurt you,
yep,
you need time to heal.
Time to heal. So heal, but don't give up. You still have a purpose. There's still a reason for your life being here. Don't feel like your life is over because you had a bad 4th, 5th, 6th grade. You can things can change, right? So please take time and heal. Now, I know there's some 7th grader out there thinking, does that mom, can I take a whole year and do nothing? Nope, not that, okay? Let me put that disclaimer. You still need to work. We just have to maybe use a different approach. But take time to heal. Take a few more weeks. Heal. Reach out to us if you want to chat. Thanks for watching this, and we'll see you guys later.